Good morning, all you misfits. So I know what you're thinking. You're probably wondering, John, why aren't you in your dark, dank, dirty, grungy basement? Well, I'll tell you why. So today we're going to do things a little bit differently. I live out in the country. And I also have terrible internet. See right there? Satellite dish. That gets me, I shouldn't say it's terrible, but it's not the greatest, it's not the fastest. So it's a little bit faster than dial-up and like a little bit less than like 4G LTE. I'm kidding, but that is kind of how it seems like sometimes. And then also with the kids on there watching whatever, streaming whatever, or whatever gaming, and then the big TV on, and everybody on their devices. So it's a lot of pull. So today what we're going to talk about is how you can reduce your size of your video for upload to YouTube. So let's go.
So like I was saying outside, we're going to talk about how to shrink your file size while not affecting the quality. So I only have one game that's been shot in 4K. So what we're going to do is we're going to go find it. And we're going to bring the footage in. Okay, we're going to take a look at the properties. So as you can see right here, everything is shot in 4K 30 frames a second because my camera doesn't do 60 frames a second. So we're going to import all the footage. For that, I'm just holding down the shift key and then clicking the mouse button, and then it's just drag and drop. It's going to ask me if I want to change the settings. I'm going to say nope, I'm going to keep it. Okay, so the goal here for this video is just to make a big, massive video through and through. So we're at 47 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're also going to include some music. I'll just select, what is that, 4? We'll just go 5 songs. We'll bring in 5 songs and we'll throw that in. Okay, so we got some videos and we got some music, and yeah, now let's just make it a video. Okay, so we'll come up here, we'll go to export. We'll keep everything still the same settings. At 4K, 30 frames a second, and then that is what the file size is going to be. Okay, and we're at 47 minutes. Everything's enabled. Yep, we'll have I have my bitrate at 80,000 kpp, and everything is maxed out. Okay, I'm going to export this, and I will see you guys in probably about 3 hours.
3 hours later.
So finally the video is done. We're going to go through here and I'm going to check out the size of it. So taking a look at the size, it is 21.8 gigs, which is massive. And based on where I live and how my bandwidth is, this would probably take about 6 to 8 hours to upload to YouTube for me. So we got to shrink this down. So we'll minimize all this. We're going to come over here to this program called Handbrake. I'm going to leave a link to the actual website in the description. But it's got this cool little pineapple thing. So we're going to open up Handbrake. So it's very much another drag and drop type of a program. Or you can even come in through here and you can just find your file just by clicking up the file folder. So I'm just going to come over here, grab my file, I'm going to drop it in. So when you first open up Handbrake, it has all kinds of different configurations. So the ones that I want to point you to right away is the title. So you can come in through here that tells you what the actual title name is. The angles, it breaks down how many angles, the range, the chapters, and the durations of it. That's if you wanted to set it up so it goes on to a CD. The big ones that you want to look for is the presets. The preset right here, it'll tell you it's going to load it up in 1080p 30 frames a second. So if you want to change that at all, you can just come over here and click on it, and it'll give you the drop down menu where you can actually change the configuration of it, where you go from all the way from 480 30 frames a second, or even all the way up to super high quality. So just to kind of keep everything equal, I'm going to go super high quality surround. And then you can also change your format. If you wanted to change the format for whichever medium that you're putting it on, you got all these other options here. But really the only big one that you want to pay attention to is the preset and what you're going to be compressing it to. What Handbrake does is it gives that, without reducing any of the quality, it just reduces the size and compresses the video. So now that we have it set up, I'm going to keep it at the super high quality so it maintains that same fidelity just to get that same amount of size. So we're going to hit start encoding. And after about 3 hours, it should be done.
3:28 a.m.
Okay, so it's a bit of an exaggeration. It's not 3:28 a.m. But the file just finished compressing. So let's go check it out. Okay, so just a refresher, here's the original. 21.8 gigs, and here's the compressed video. We're down to 2.91 gig. So that is a significant reduction. Now, loading that into YouTube, it's probably still going to take about 2 to 3 hours to load. However, it's not going to take, the 10 hours that originally with my rural internet. So that's pretty much how you can compress all your videos and just kind of reduce the size. For you guys that do record in 4K, 60 frames a second, you're going to end up being left with a massive file. Once you've put in all your edits and all your little gimmicks and your scoreboards and your timers and everything else, you adding music and everything, you're going to create a large movie file. Just using Handbrake, it'll just ultimately end up reducing the file size for you. So it's not chewing up a lot of space, and it doesn't take as long uploading to YouTube. Oh, and before I forget, for you guys that are wondering about quality, all of my videos, all of my actual gameplay videos, they've all been pushed through Handbrake just to reduce the size. So if you got any questions, just leave them in the comments below. If you want to get any shirts, click the link down below, and the link for Handbrake I'm going to throw down below also. Right on. Take care.